Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be going through my empties bin. Alright, let's jump into this. So first I just kept the conditioner, but I also went through the shampoo. This is the Head & Shoulders Volume Boost Daily Hair and Scalp Conditioner. I felt like this did great in my hair, but now there's this big thing going on about avoiding like Head & Shoulders, Pantene, herbal essences, I think Suave. I don't even know what's going on with all that. I guess it's like the sulfates and stuff in the shampoo. Is that right? I don't know. Dimethicone. But we put that on our faces. I don't even know, but there's some big hoopla going on. But I use this. I feel like it did really well on my hair. I think went through this one with the purple and then the one with the pink. I'm sure it's something different, probably not volume boosting, but I liked it well enough and I thought it was a good shampoo. And would I purchase it again? Now I don't know. They got me so doggone scared. I don't know what's what. But anyway, I went through that. Went through another container of my Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Cleansing Oil for Face. The only bad thing about this is it does have fragrance. It has no mineral oil, no parabens, and no phthalates. And seeing that this is like the second one I've gone through and I haven't had any issues with breakouts, I'm not super concerned about the fragrance. And it also says it is sulfate free, paraben free, phthalate free. So I feel like that's pretty good on the list of things that you want to avoid. The fact that it has all of those. And fragrance on the ingredients is listed, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th from the bottom. So I already have another one in my shower. I really enjoy this. I use this in my 2-step process. I use this first and then I go in with the Cerave Hydrating Facial Cleanser for normal to dry skin. So this is pretty much my process of double cleansing. When I get in the shower, I'll put this on first before my face gets wet, wash my face off, and then I'll go in with this as the second step. And so I feel like these two together have been a really great combination. I already have this one in the shower as well. So for me, these are definitely two holy grail products that I continuously rebuy and probably will again in the future. As of right now, I don't have any of this in my hair because I recently got my hair done, but I have definitely been going through the L'Oreal Magic Root Cover Up, and this is in the shade Red. My only issue with this is that for my color hair, this is a little bit dark. Even though the picture looks like it should match, it honestly leans a little bit more brownie red, but I just make it work. I figure a brownie red to red is better than a stark blonde to red, which makes me look like a skunk. So when my hair starts growing out, I'll be repurchasing this again. And what's funny is at my CVS, which is usually where I get it, there's 2 CVS's within like a less than 5-mile drive, but you can only find this at one of them. So I keep one in my bathroom because I don't want to look like a skunk. Alright, let's talk about this from 4-3 Beauty, the Soak It Up Hydrating Hyaluronic Mask. This was a really good product. I actually kept it in the fridge and I would take just a little bit on the like the seal and put it on my face. I felt like it did hydrate my face really nicely. Moisturize. The claims are correct. Quenching, creamy moisturizer, hydrating, and moisturizing. I really like this. Is it something that I would repurchase? Probably not, purely for the price point. Did it give me the desired effect I wanted? Yes, it did. I feel like it did great, but I would probably, after, seeing so many reviews and different people talking about some of the products in the e.l.f. line, the fact that I could get my hands on that a lot easier than having to order from ColourPop, I probably would purchase that instead, like the Holy Hydration Face Cream, something to that effect. I probably would look for something in a drugstore versus buying this. But do I regret purchasing it in the first place? No. Would I repurchase it? Not unless I was putting in a order for ColourPop. I wouldn't order this just specifically for this because the price and the fact that it takes 2 weeks to get for you just doesn't cut it for me. I went through this entire can of Batista Dry Shampoo, the light, breezy, and fresh scent. This worked well when I had my hair blonde, even when I had my hair kind of more ginger, but now that my hair is a little bit darker, it does have just a slight cast to it. So if I was to repurchase Batista, I would want to look to see, they have that one for brown hair. I wonder how brown it would leave a cast in my hair, because I obviously don't want to go for the blonde. Right now I'm using one from I don't know. I can't read that because I don't have my glasses on. But, I mean, this did well for me. Obviously, I used it all up. The brand is great. I just would have to look for potentially a different one, not this one or the ones that leave the white cast. Like, I definitely want to look for one that is more geared toward a darker hair color. Finally, I used up my e.l.f. Illuminating Moisturizer with SPF 15. I had this for so long, and I really liked it. I actually went to repurchase it, and I couldn't find it. The closest thing I could find was the e.l.f. Plus Glow Radiant Moisturizer, but this has coconut and hyaluronic acid SPF 15. So, let's just take a look at this, shall we? Abizino, yes. Okay. This is the exact same thing, just slightly reformulated. Like, the active ingredient percentages are different, but this is the same thing. Now that I've looked at the ingredients, like I said, the percentages are slightly different, but it's the exact same 5 ingredients. So if you like this and can't find it, you're going to want to get the e.l.f. Plus Glow Radiant Moisturizer. Same exact thing, just slightly formulated differently. But anyways, I did use that up and I liked it. And so now I understand why I bought this one. Alright. Also, I used up the Wet n Wild 3-in-1 primer water in coconut. It's great, but I do prefer the rose scented one. Just a personal preference. And then I also used up a full thing of the Catrice Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I love this for before and after makeup, and I did already repurchase it as well. And this large size you can get off of Amazon. Okay, I've got 3 brow products here. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Crown, and this was in this shade. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm gonna say blonde by the cap, but I used all that up. And then I also used up the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Defining Pencil. What's the difference between these? I have no idea what the difference is between these two. Does anybody know? They're both from Maybelline. But anyway, I used both of those up. And then this one I put in here because the color is just so wrong. It's unreal. This is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil in Taupe. It honestly has the weirdest pool of orange to it. Like, I just can't make that work. So that ended up in the Empties bin. So there are the 3 brow products. And I do have, I believe it is another one of the Brow Ultra Slims from Maybelline in my collection, a refill as a backup. Alright, another product I went through is the Pantene Mousse Curl Tames Frizz for Soft Touchable Curls. Okay, when I bought this, I was just looking for a mousse to put in my hair when I blow dried it. Never even realized that this was supposed to be for curl until I was out of it. I actually was, looking at it so I could repurchase it, and I'm like, oh, did you even realize you bought that for curls? So I'm not going to repurchase this because I'm not putting it in my hair for curls. But I do need a new mousse because I'm completely out of this. It worked fine. It did give me a little bit of lift, but I think it would have been better if I had had one not for curls. Alright, something that's in here that I have not used up, but I am going to throw away, is the Revlon Photo Ready Prime Plus Brightening and Skin Tone Evening Makeup and Skin Care Primer Complex, infused with lemon extract, vitamin E and C. Alright, so I had this and I kept it for a little while because Sabrina said that it was a dupe for the Skin Perfector from Stila, the Kitten Corrector. However, when I used it, it burnt my skin, and I tried it multiple times. I don't know. I can smell the lemon. I don't know if it's the lemon extract or what it is exactly, but I cannot use it on my face. It burns. So for me, I am going to have to go ahead and get rid of this. Something else I'm going to get rid of is the Formula 1006 Daily Shield Vitamin C Broad Spectrum SPF 20 Moisturizer Peptide Complex with jojoba. Alright, so I don't know what it is. I used this for a while, but then all of a sudden I started using it, and the same issue, it started burning my skin. So once something starts burning my skin, I'm out. Like, there's no point in me trying to make it work when I have enough stuff. Well, number one, don't make it work because it's going to irritate your skin. But number two, I have enough stuff where, like, I don't need to make it work if it's physically hurting me. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. And then the last thing I have is this eyeshadow from Almei. I'm actually going to give this to my sister. This is the Almei. It just says Almei Eyeshadow in the shade Unapologetic. So Almei had a bunch of these little quads, like it is super small, where they're basically monochromatic eyeshadow palettes, where it's 4 different finishes of the same shade. So like I said, this is Unapologetic. It's the orange. What this is there is one shade, or one square, excuse me, that is matte. There is one square that is satin, one square that is a shimmer, and one square that is a glitter. So here we have the matte, the satin, the shimmer, and the glitter. Now, if I didn't have my palette that I kind of created from ColourPop with all the oranges, maybe I would keep this. But the fact that I have that, I really don't need to keep this. And I would have decluttered it when I did my eyeshadow declutter, but it was down in this box, so I forgot all about it. They're not bad. I can't speak to the blendability or anything because I've never even used it. And so for that reason, I'm actually going to go ahead and give that to my sister so that she can have some orange eyeshadows in her collection. But I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of it. It's been down there so long that clearly I don't need it, or I would have already gotten it out and I would have used it. So that is my empties basket, which is great because now I can go throw all of this in the trash and essentially start over. Start putting products in here as I use them. Once this thing gets full, I'm like, okay, that means it's time to do a video. And I absolutely need to go repurchase some more of my L'Oreal. So I'm going to go take this to the trash. Thank you for watching this video. If you're curious as to what's on my face, I will link the products for you down below. I actually just did my makeup in another video where I did a purchase or pass on new releases in makeup. So if you're interested in that, I will link it for you above. Again, thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.